Screw it. Start early. I was here, ready and waiting. I already got the beer poured. The tobacco.
It sounded like you said beer board. I'm like, you have a beer board?
The beer poured.
The board.
Yep, the sound works.
You know, I don't know if it started. Oh, I guess it did start.
Yeah, I started it.
Okay.
Well, welcome to Phydeaux the Comic Strip, Livestream 21.
Woohoo!
Subtitled something about testosterone. I'll explain that later. Where are we? The daily grind. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comic strips yet. Oh, that's another week. Since I don't do Sundays. All in various states of completion. Most of them just require inking. All right. Since this one's on top, none of these are in any particular order. I'll read a few of them to you. We have Phydeaux and Felicia. Felicia's reading her fairy tale book again. And then Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, why are your teeth so big?" "The better to eat you," said the big bad wolf. And Phydeaux asks, "Are Little Red Riding Hoods good to eat?" "The book says they are." And Dino and Bo are in the supermarket and ignore Phydeaux's shopping list. Good. I thought we were going to get in trouble. I guess he ordered a Little Red Riding Hood.
I guess he must have.
Cat Boss, she owns the bar now. Try our new Cat Boss Ale. It's a poster on the wall. And Dino's there, and Phydeaux's trying to get up on a seat. But actually, his seat's not there, so he can't belly up to the bar. "This stuff tastes horrible." "That's my new Cat Boss Ale. I made it to taste like that for your safety. If it actually tasted good, you might drink too much and get blackout drunk. It smells like cat piss." "You're welcome." We have Jane in the shower. "Any opportunity I get to draw a half-naked woman, I just seem to do it." Probably a good time to get the tobacco going here. I don't have the cigar out yet, so Jane's in the shower. Phydeaux, "You're spending a lot of time around here lately, Jane." "Do you not want to see me around here?" "Oh, no, I want to see more of you." And Dino's in the other room. "Me too."
Yeah, Dino.
Pat, go lie down. Another one, Cat Boss in the bar. Probably save this one for a Friday. Again, he's got his try our new Cat Boss Ale banner on the wall. And both with a full glass. "How can you drink that stuff?" Dino says, "It's not that bad once you get used to it." "I make it myself." "Will you excuse me? I have to go to the restroom." "Cat Boss, we're running low on your ale." "I'll be right back with a fresh batch."
Ew.
It smells like cat piss. Boys are dragging in a Christmas tree, and this is going to require a lot of erasures. We'll probably do this today, and we'll probably do this first because a lot of work here to be done. Felicia says, "What's going on?" "It's that time of the year again. For some reason, they drag a tree in, string lights on it, and watch it die. This is so cool." And she's climbed the tree. "You got a defective one here. There are no birds in it."
Oh.
We got to have her hanging. We have to convincingly show her holding her own weight on the tree branch. Convincingly, we have to show them pulling the weight of the tree across the floor. Fortunately, she's going to be blocking the base of the tree. I was thinking about having it like making skid marks across the floor. And of course, we'll have like all the pine needle path leading up to the crooked tree. So there's a lot to do in that one. And we have 2 other ones that are almost completely inked. I'll save reading those till later. Now we can get to work. We have our work cut out for us. Choose your weapon from the Blackwing collection. This is our hero for today.
It is it?
Yes. It's a matte black one.
Oh.
The next sound you hear is a pencil sharpener.
I don't know if you have to stop with us.
There we go. Sufficiently good tip on that. What do you think? Yeah. Now, more important matters. What's in the box for today?
What's in the box?
Blast from the past. My favorite cigar as a child.
As a child?
Well, yes. Remember, kids, you too can abuse
No.
tobacco.
No.
The Arturo Fuente is really nice because they wrap it in cedar, which adds a little bit of a cedary flavor. The woman in the cigar store many years ago would try to convince people to set the cedar on fire and light your cigar with the cedar.
Oh,
I guess let's try to make this as dangerous as possible.
So she didn't care how many customers she had.
She didn't care if her store burned down.
Oh, she encouraged you to do it there?
Yeah.
Oh, no. She must have had the best fireproofing ever.
Well. The Chateau Fuente Maduro. Probably my favorite cigar. What's on the agenda today? I guess James Cameron says he's got to make $2 billion to make any money on Avatar.
Ah.
You know, James, I think you've been raising the bar in Hollywood for many years now, but I think you set that bar just a little bit too high.
just a little bit.
Hey, and if you
like $1 billion.
if you really want to get your audience on your side, well, go out there and say something like, I wrote down here, testosterone is a toxin that has to be slowly worked out of your system.
Ew.
Yeah. What kind of beta male bullshit is this? Okay, James. You gave me something to title my live stream with.
Oh, James Cameron.
If testosterone is a toxin, this is a EPA cleanup site. I've never really even ever considered myself like a alpha male, but
I think you fall in that category.
But I certainly ain't a James Cameron beta male. He sounds like Ryan Johnson from Last Jedi.
They all seem to sound alike.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Hollywood doing this? I really think it's in the marijuana.
Oh. I hadn't put that together.
Well,
sure.
When did Kevin Smith turn into such a pussy? When he started smoking pot.
Well, true. And again, why did he start smoking pot? We don't really know. Because he spent his
Well, he looked at Kevin Mewes and said, "Wow, I want that." Jason Mewes. I'm sorry.
That looks like fun. All these years I've been trying to get him to stop doing it, but you know what? I think I should do it.
Yeah, and I just discovered that the whole Avatar thing is Disney. They bought the studio. So
Wow.
How many more can Disney take? How many more disappointments can the mouse take?
Don't challenge him.
Because Indiana Jones 5, Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy spent $800 million on this thing.
That's just an insane amount of money. That's just like truly insane.
So now Indiana Jones is going to make $2 billion with Phoebe Waller-Bridge taking Harrison Ford's role. Kathy, that's cream and 2 sugars. I'm sorry, Mr. Ford.
Did you know that James Cameron's been married 5 times? I don't know why that matters.
Must be all that toxic testosterone.
Must be.
James is a sensitive 90s kind of guy.
Looks like his last marriage has lasted 22 years, though. It's the longest one.
It's cheaper to keep her. He's just starting to make a lot of money now. You know, with the other one, with the first divorce, it was worth it. This divorce, the woman would take because she was around for all the success. For instance, if you and I were ever to get a divorce, now would be the time to do it because if the comic strip ever is successful, you can incontrovertibly, you have video evidence that you're a part of its construction.
Help build the empire.
Yeah. You've done none of the drawing, none of the writing.
I've done all of the coloring.
98%, 96% of the coloring. I'm doing this Christmas tree. I have to figure out where the branches are and where these guys are. So I think I can safely draw that as Dino and safely draw the bottom of his jacket. I mean, that's Bo. That's Dino's arm here. He's got his leather jacket on, so I have to remember that he's got these epaulets that have the button on the closer to the collar, where the henchman outfit, the button is on the outside of the epaulet. A biker jacket has a proper construction for the shoulder epaulets. And I should have had a branch going across his face here, but we'll make that branch go behind his head now. And let's draw, sharpen the pencil to Alicia. That pencil sharpener sounds sick.
Oh no.
Oh, because it's a little full. Oh, yeah, that sucker's full. I gotta empty it. Sorry about the delay here. Ooh, what a mess. Keep on saying I don't need a vacuum cleaner. I think I need a vacuum cleaner.
A vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
A Swiffer jet.
I just made an incredible mess, and I still can't get the drawer back in. Well, I guess I gotta wash my hands.
Well, that took a little sidebar.
Yeah. If I even touch, see, fingerprint.
Yeah, you're gonna need to clean up.
Early intermission.
Very early intermission. 12 minutes in. Good morning, all. Or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. Oh, you're already back? Oh, all right.
It's my natural filthy nature. It just takes a little bit of water.
Just kidding.
Okay, once again, cartoonists are the filthiest creatures on the planet, so we have to wear these gloves in order to not make a mess. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm using a lighter.
I like to see it.
Sometimes it's just too much of a pain in the ass to get the wooden matches going. And you see that, how long that tip lasted? Wow, that was good. That was great.
Good.
Yeah. So the theory of humor here is I look at you look at things from other people's point of view, and Felicia's point of view, and the reason why you'd have a tree in the house is because trees are where birds live. So she doesn't have to go outside in this cold weather to murder a bird. And Fido's used to it. He's old. He's an old hack an old hand at the Christmas tree. We've already done all the Fido jokes we can as far as Christmas trees go. But it's tradition every year. Fido has to open up all the gifts and knock down the tree. For some reason, I seem to remember Felicia being around for last Christmas. Although
She's been in the house for a while now.
Well, this is officially her first Christmas as far as the canon goes. But yeah, oh yes, she has. Because remember last year, you just got Fido got her a box.
Yes.
This is the coolest thing I've ever.
Yep.
Oh well.
Bias when you're having fun.
I've just retconned the whole comic strip. This is Felicia's first Christmas tree. Again, as the creator, I can retcon anything I want.
That's right.
What
you have the power.
What? Who can say anything against me? Oh, got your mommy?
No. Lawrence. We're not answering Lawrence. We can send it to the
And it's a voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have one straight leg on Bo, one bent leg as he's dragging the tree across. So I guess crotch level is about right there. Okay, tree. Guess we don't see Dino's left arm. Left arm.
Although, actually, remember, I just picked up the phone. So I think we might be hearing a phone right now, Matt.
Dino's other leg pokes out behind Bo, almost the same angle as his bend. Now, see, with a mess like that, now you see why I do the finished penciling. That's just to determine what's in front of and what's behind or anything else. Some light erasures. As long as it's clear. Oh, here we go. Is that? Yeah, that's Dino's other leg down underneath here. I missed it. It's mostly hidden. So, Bo's leg, Dino's leg, Bo's leg, Dino's leg. Do I have to put like a B or a D on it so the chief colorist knows which one is which? Well, actually,
they have different feet.
Different shoes. It actually is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, she'll figure it out. Oh, for the Fido Fans Club, you'll be getting your You'll be getting your
early edition.
Early edition later on today. I'm gonna record after today's broadcast just about the entire week. They've been sitting around up top here on the magnets for a little while. I keep on forgetting to do it when the sun is still up, and you've got to see how horrible the lighting is in here when the sun goes down.
Which I'm kind of surprised about. You would think it would be a little bit.
Well, this lamp throws a really reddish light, and that's the thing with light bulbs. You're either going to get too much blue or too much red, and oh well, too warm or too cold. Never just right. Now, see, doesn't that pencil sharpener sound better?
Much better. Long periods of silence.
So we, just by luck, ran into Scott Shatner's YouTube thing, and he's crowing about his victory against established titles.
Oh, that guy?
He said, look, they've changed their website. I have had an effect. I am your great consumer reporter. Yeah, Scott, they realized that people were stupid enough to realize that this wasn't a joke. So they had to put on their website, I guess, this is a joke. This is a joke gift. It's like Pet Rock or the Star Registry, where you buy a star or like a plot of land on the moon.
No, again, but with him, okay? What I don't understand, he did this whole rant about how, they proved me right because they've changed everything on the website, blah, blah, blah.
It's a shady company.
It's a shady company. Okay, here's the deal, dude. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all, if they were a shady company, or if you did believe that you were going to get a true piece of land and all that crap, the company is now changing all of their advertising according to you. So they are doing the right thing. So why are you bitching? Isn't this what you wanted, or did you just want to be able to?
He wanted YouTube content.
He wanted established titles to what the hell is it?
Go out of business? Oh, no. They were no. You don't want to sponsor. Maybe a payoff, a lawsuit, class action at the most. But I think he just wanted YouTube content to show how great a page he is. Look at what I've done. I've taken down the great company Established Titles. By the way, Established Titles, you can advertise here.
Oh yeah. You are fabulous.
In fact, I will push Established Titles if you just give me one of those plaques and call me Sir Charles. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pay me $20,000 a month.
Well, I would like the money.
We'll take the $20,000 a month, but really, what?
But just call me sir.
So I'm actually gonna continue giving Established Titles free advertising.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to be a lord, and I mean you will truly be royalty, and the Queen will open the doors of Buckingham Palace for you. You are going to join the House of the Lords down in in the United Kingdom. You can walk freely into the Houses of Parliament as a member of the House of Lords. And you also get like 3 square inches of land in Scotland where they're going to tell you they're going to plant a tree, but in reality, they're just they're claiming to give a
tree planting company.
Well, I was going to say a donation to a tree planting company. So, like, you ever see those things on the side of the road? Adopt a highway.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as effective as that.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Are you telling me
you don't own that? You don't own that piece of highway. No.
How dare you? And by the way, just to go back on something you said.
Yeah.
There's no queen anymore.
Oh, King Charles III. Yes. How could I forget? My namesake. Fine name for a king.
Yes. ideal name for the name.
Yes, fine name.
Mhm.
And you will be a peer. And you'll own like 3 square inches of land in Scotland.
All right,
I've been to Scotland. Beautiful country.
I thought it was a foot.
Oh, apparently they've run out of land.
Oh, they
According
run
to
out of land.
that.
Now, do you get it for a fourth of the price? It's the fourth of
No.
the square?
No. That is part of Scott's investigatory reporting, is that they've run out of land. At least they had land in Scotland. I mean, I could see pulling this
Souvenirs.
souvenir
This is not
business,
shady.
this shady business. Okay, if they were a truly shady business, they would not own any land in Scotland.
If they were really shady business, they wouldn't have it in there that it's a novelty and blah, 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 and all that.
And they typically, what do you do in America when you're attacked? You
Defensive.
well, you pull the race card, and the people that establish titles have pulled the race card in spades. They're saying, "Oh, Scott's just attacking us because we're Chinese."
Oh yeah, not that part.
So Scott has to back. Oh no! I'm not racist. I'm not. The poor guy. That's the way to get a white guy to shut up. Call him a racist.
Yikes.
Poor Scott.
Yeah, poor Scott to some extent. To another extent, dude. Really? I know
Well,
I can say dude, but
He just wanted to have content for his site, and we would have never heard of him if this is a good move for him.
true.
All we need now is someone like Kevin Smith to attack him.
Don't tell Kevin.
Confish took off when Kevin
Mhm.
Smith attacked them.
Clownfish. I like fish.
Yeah. Geeky Sparkles and Neon. They also run Pirates and Princesses, a website I've never gone to, but I hear they do great work.
Sorry, the way you said that. It's like, they also own I've never gone to.
They started out as big Disney supporters, and like nearly everyone else in the world, they are where they are now. I was putting up the Christmas tree decorations and shocked by how much of our tree is dedicated to Disney.
Because we went to Disney
We-
on our honeymoon.
We used to like Disney, and my Christmas tree proves it. That was before Disney did us wrong. And that's the funny part. We don't like Disney anymore because of all the stuff they've destroyed.
That's true.
All Disney had to do was put out some decent product and not this garbage that they're putting out. They think they don't have to put out a good product. They just have to put out a product that makes money.
Well, but only good products will.
Well, that's not true.
I know. I stopped when I was.
But that's like trying to hit lightning to catch lightning in a bottle. They have something that's simultaneously bad and successful. Why don't you just try to at least do what the fans want you to do? And Disney, you gotta stop this social engineering. It's not a good sign on you. You're gonna lose.
If you haven't really lost already, which kind of sounds like you did.
Yeah, they've already. Wait until they lose Reedy Creek District. They have to pay taxes for all that land in Florida.
That's coming soon enough, isn't it?
What is?
That they're losing that. They're losing the taxes.
Ask the governor of Florida. Perhaps the next president of the United States. I wish him luck. I have no problem with him. Hey, we're almost out of beer.
Oh no! How did that happen? Drinking heavily this morning already? This afternoon?
Well, you know, it's all that testosterone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's all
flush it
that
out of your
testosterone.
system.
Yeah.
According to one of the world's greatest filmmakers, testosterone is a toxin that you must wash out of your system. And today's testosterone washer is Athletic Brewing Company Run Wild IPA. It's a non-alcoholic brew, of course, because friends do not allow friends to cartoon drunk.
True.
Now let's see how the sucker pours. Get it up in the camera well. And let's hope we don't spill any of this on the comic strip.
Oh, well, yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't want to tip the glass because I don't want to spill anything. That's why it's got 1/3 of the glass is ahead. All right. Established titles changed their site. Yeah, no kidding, pal.
First of all, did they really? Because, I mean, that's kind of quick to all of a sudden be like, oh my God, we must change our site because this one man said we weren't necessarily real.
You know, when I was a kid, I did something and I'm not proud of.
Uh-oh.
You see, for Father's Day, I gave my dad this coffee mug that said "World's Greatest Dad." But, you know, I'm glad that he passed away. He never lived to discover my deception.
All right, now you creep it into like weird territory. Stop.
So, since Ryan Johnson won the 2019, 18, 17 award for Beta Male of the Year, I really think that Mr. Avatar, James Cameron, will definitely get the Beta Male of the Year award this year.
You think so?
Oh yeah. He's got it sewed in.
There still might be a few more. People, you never know. Is that movie actually coming out?
What movie? Well, apparently, yes, it's coming out very soon. If not, I think it's for the holidays.
I don't believe it. You lie.
It's only been like 17 years that they've been
working on it.
Since
the movie, I think, right? No, it's not 20 years, but you know what I mean.
This had better be a fantastic film. I don't think we're going to see it.
I don't think so either. I think you'd have to drag my ass and.
Well, it's like 3 or 4 hours long. Can I bring in my own urinal? I can't go 2 hours long in this broadcast. But in my defense, I'm drinking a lot of beer.
Really, that's your defense? But in my defense, officer.
Hey, can you pause the film? I got to go to the bathroom. I've been spoiled by Netflix.
I know, right?
So, I think I put in the title here, like one of the subtitles of this is, how much can Disney lose? So, Disney has a bit of Avatar. Indiana Jones 5, of course. And currently on Disney Plus is Willow.
Which I never watched as a kid, I don't think.
No, it was a film starring Warwick Davis that I didn't see either. But I did catch just a clip of Warwick's performance. And before I describe Warwick's wooden performance, apparently he was inspired by Mark Hamill's performance in The Last Jedi.
I know.
And I'm bullshit. At least Hamill emoted a little bit. He got to hear Warwick's wooden performance. He's tossing out those lines like he's reading them off a cue card poorly.
Tread lightly, because this is a very well-liked movie.
Willow? Yeah, if you
Yeah.
say so. Well, I don't think the TV show is going to be as well liked. Just me out there. It looks like Disney has another L in the column.
Oh no! Can they afford another L in the column?
I don't know. I remember many years ago there was an accountant who was trying to be a whistleblower, and she just fell off the face of the earth. We don't know what happened to her, but in her whistleblowing activities, she was saying stuff like Disney was buying their own tickets for promotional purposes. This is completely legitimate. Studios will buy a few seats in the theater so that the film looks as if it's got legs, got an audience, to encourage real customers to buy the tickets. But apparently they've been buying the tickets and with the advertising budget, but not telling the stockholders that that's not a real sale, telling the stockholders that's an actual sale. And they've also been doing that with the golf courses, with the amusement park, with so many other things. All these promotional items, they're calling sales, which is something you can get away with when you're a private company, but not when you're a publicly held company with stockholders. This is something people will go to jail for if it's actually true, if this is what's happening. There's been a lot of speculation. The reason why Chapek was fired was because Disney has a come to Jesus moment with their accounting coming up.
Over there.
So who knows what's going on there? Disney might just be a sort of accounting house of cards that's going to fall overnight.
Possible.
This is all speculation. I know nothing of this. I'm just sort of repeating idle rumors that have just been going back and forth.
I've been repeating idle facts.
But that's part of the reason why I've withdrawn my application as CEO of Disney. Again.
I didn't know you did that.
Okay. For the people who are confused with established titles, that's a joke. I really didn't apply for president and CEO of Disney. However, I really think a cartoonist could run the thing better than what's been running it so far.
Or at least put a little bit more life into it, a little bit more.
Well, maybe a creative would be useful in Disney.
Oh, yeah.
And
you think?
Because they've tried the non-creatives.
And how is that working out for it?
Well, let's see. How many billions has Kathleen Kennedy lost them so far? All right, let me see. I think I have Felicia's hanging from her hand. Her hand should be up here higher. I had it down here before. And I don't know, just hope that works out in the end. So they've apparently turned the entire Willow thing into like a lesbian fantasy, where they go to rescue the prince.
Well,
the princess and her guard lover go out to rescue the prince, who supposedly is a toxic masculine type. But, he's wearing these flowery shirts and he got all the markings of a beta male. But I guess he's having sex left and right. So that toxic testosterone is still pumping through him. And
at this point, is it even worth trying? They're just gone.
it's just another Disney Plus thing I'm never gonna see. Thank God Disney's putting all this crap on Disney Plus. Imagine if they had it on network. Oh, network. Yes, imagine if they had it on network. I haven't seen network TV since 2017. And I just recently realized this when your mother is saying, Charles, you know that commercial where they have that tape stuff that like sticks stuff to walls? You know that tape? You know that commercial? Well, they have a buy one get one free. Do you want one? No, I know. I haven't seen a TV commercial since I got rid of since I got rid of my house. I think I'd have no idea what commercial you're talking about, but I can already guess the buy one get one free scam. Yeah, this is a shady company, Scott. Let me tell you how shady companies work. See, what they do is say the tape costs $19.99, but they'll give you one free. Buy one, get one free. However, there is a shipping and handling price. Let's say it's $10 per roll of tape.
Sometimes it can be that high. I've looked at some of these things.
So what you're doing here is $40 for 2 rolls of tape.
Yeah, because you're paying the extra.
So you're paying the entire price.
Yeah.
This is what you call a shady business, Scott. Can't you? I just gave you your next YouTube consumer reporter thing, Scott. Go for it. Go forth, young man, and do good work. But anyway, I told her, no, I don't want the tape. Don't get one free. If you're going to get one at all, okay, enjoy yourself with your money, but leave me out of this. And no, I have not seen the commercial. I can't imagine what commercials are like now, because back around the time when I stopped watching, they were just starting to do the social justice representation. So every couple was mixed race, or they had just started doing the gay couples on the commercials. You're really trying social engineering, and I can't imagine what they look like today. The rest of the world hates us for this.
I don't know. All of these things, like none of these things do people really have a problem with. It's just, I don't know. It's just gotten to be.
I don't care where you stick your penis, as long as it's not in a child. But
kind of wish you would phrase that differently. But
that's a toxic testosterone in
I guess it
there.
is.
Sorry.
Toxic
But-
testosterone.
Man, there's another place where Disney went wrong. So who do you think's on the phone, boys and girls?
Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence again. Boy, Lawrence really wants to call. He wants to talk to you today.
They haven't left me a voicemail list anymore.
All right, put that one up on the magnet. Now, we haven't read this one yet. Dino, Felicia, Bo, and Phydeaux later on. It's cold out here. Most people just feed the birds on nice days, but it's important to feed the birds in the winter when they need it most. And to feed the cat, too. She's gotten herself a bird. Ha, 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 ha. She's listening to her voicemail. Let's see if we can listen along too, folks.
I know, but I can't understand it for you.
So actually, this one's done because I plan on leaving it unfinished like that. That's part of the joke. What are we doing? You didn't write a joke for today.
Oh, no.
So we get the day off? No, our contracts say we appear whether or not he writes anything.
Uh-oh.
You know, I'm going to have you turn your phone off.
No, this is my other.
Bad to the bone. Bad.
That's actually your ringer. Hi, Mama.
I'm guessing she's fallen. Oh,
Yeah?
they gave her a cell phone she cannot use.
Oh, okay. Well, I had my phone. I wasn't paying attention to my
Well,
phone.
she's in the other room making noise. We'll start this again. We have Dino out of costume. So he's got a full head of hair. He's not wearing the bald cap. Okay, then hang up the phone. I'll read this one later. Let's see what we can. Remember that table I said I wanted over there? I still don't have it. Well, what else can we do? Finish penciling on. Oh yeah, please visit PhydeauxTheComicStrip.com for all your Phydeaux needs. That requires inking. That requires inking. That requires inking. That requires inking. Hey, I guess we bust out the ink. Well, choose your weapon. See, this is the Virgin. It hasn't been touched yet. This is the brush that we're going to use for lettering and borders. And this is the Warrior that we've been using lately. Well, that was my phone, but I'm not answering that thing. Let's see, when was the last time I answered my phone? Well, let's see. It's been 2017 since I watched a TV commercial. Since I watched network television. I have to have answered a phone this year. I already got ink on me.
Call me back on your cell phone.
Her mother is hard of hearing. And she's got the TV blasting away in the background. So every time I hear her on the phone, all I hear is the game show she's watching in the background, blaring away. It is quite annoying. Old people don't know how to enjoy silence like this. Look, the brush is doubled up on me. That's going to make a bad line. I don't think she understood you, Vicky.
No, she did it so quickly that she called me when I was still on the phone, so I could voicemail.
That's your fault. So word balloons in the comic strip are basically just parentheses. That's the decision I made. That's what they look like. They're slightly squared.
Okay, Mama, wait 1 minute and then call me back from your cell phone. Wait, Mama, shut off the TV.
Shut off the effing TV. Oh my.
Thank you.
She actually shut off the TV. Wow.
Okay. Give me 1 minute and then call me back on
guess she has a problem with her cellular telephone.
Stop.
Do they still call them cell phones?
Give me 1 minute and call me back from your cell phone, okay? No, don't call me now. Call me in a minute. Don't call me right now. Call me in like a minute.
Why do you want me to call you in a minute?
In a minute.
See, part of the reason for having this up here is I kind of know where the camera center is, so I'll know to move the comic strip to get it under the lens. I can't watch the monitor at all times. Now, am I going to smear here? I got to set my hand down.
Smudge. Gonna smudge.
Am I going to smudge here? Nope, no smudging. Okay, this is going to be above the camera frame, so it's just another parenthesis. A slight arc. Happy little arc. So Warwick Davis really phoned in his performance at Willow, as he was inspired by Mark Hamill, he says. Warwick, reach for that brass ring. Yes, sir. That Mark Hamill performance was well, I don't blame Mark. I blame. Oh, you're kidding. I'm sorry. I'm listening to my wife in the background trying to talk to her mother. They're playing senior citizen phone tag. And I'm completely losing my train of thought about Warwick Davis and Rian Johnson on Last Jedi. It must be that toxic testosterone. Let's see if we can get another emptying of the nostrils. Yeah, that's a winner. Cheers. Yeah. It's dead. There goes her phone again. Part of it was that you weren't hearing me. What? So every once in a while, this brush splits at its tip, and it gives me a double line, like you like you see there. And I don't know if I don't like it. It does sort of add a bit of character to the whole thing. Okay, we got a shopping cart here to do. And I figure what I'll do is do the double lines of the frame, let that dry, go back and do the grid. But we'll do the double lines of the frame and make it so that nothing overlaps them. So hopefully we'll see the frame through it and it'll look more like a realistic shopping cart. Because this has the ability of just degrading into an unreadable mess. Let's get those two parts back there. And I think I'm going to have to ink back up. This line on the shopping cart will be the most important line. And so long as that is red, bumper on each corner. So what was the problem?
Take two guesses.
She's deaf as a doornail?
No.
Okay. She can't use her cell phone.
No.
Her TV's on.
Well, that was part of it, but no. Well, no, that was part of why I couldn't. No, the problem actually was with me.
What's that?
Want to take a guess whose number is Lawrence?
No. Oh, well, your mother. Got it.
Yep. I don't know what's wrong. It keeps going to your voicemail.
Yeah, well, we decided we weren't going to answer any calls from Lawrence. How does your mother have a telephone in Lawrence, Massachusetts? She doesn't live anywhere near Lawrence.
Anywhere near, not even close. Nope.
Lawrence, Mass is almost an hour away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
the cell
hellish
phones,
town.
The cell phones used to keep it in a range, I think, but I don't think they do that anymore. I need my trash empty. But anyway, they used to keep it, I thought, like near you, but now like they don't even give a shit. Your number can be from anywhere.
Well, I guess the demand is such that.
Oh no, I get it. It would be too hard.
Okay, now here's my thinking. We have these elements of the shopping cart. The frames will not be bisected by the grid, but in the background is that frame, and that frame. I'm going to draw them now, but when we do the grid, we'll go over them. We'll bisect them, so they will read as back there where they are.
That's you.
Yep, that's my text message.
That your sister?
Probably. Do I care? Nope, we got a package.
Oh.
It's Amazon. I love Amazon.
Amazon's the
You've got a
bestest
package.
ever.
We've got a little box down, a little locker downstairs, and I I show him that barcode, which I'm not going to show you guys too much. And the little door pops open, and there's my package, completely unstolen and everything.
I'm sorry. Unstolen?
Yes, unstolen. All right. So we'll let that dry and go back and do the grid on the shopping cart. That's the one thing Amazon does good.
Yeah, we don't need movies from you. We don't need TV shows from you either.
And yes, I use the term good rather than well on purpose, because what they're doing on Amazon Prime is just evil.
Okay.
All right, let's put that aside. And we were going to read this before we were so rudely interrupted. They're in the park. Bo's on the bench with bread. Felicia and Dino. Dino observes, it's cold out here. I see little puffs of smoke in his front, and he doesn't even have a cigarette in his mouth. Most people just feed the birds on nice days. But it's important to feed the birds in the winter when they need it most. And feed the cat, too. And the cat is... Actually, I already read this one to you people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. Oh, yeah. I wasn't even paying attention. This is the one I wanted to read to you. It's a third wall breaking thing, because you see it's a two-dimensional surface, so you're breaking the third wall. On TV, it's a 3D world, so you're breaking the fourth wall. So we're breaking the third wall here. And I cautioned last week that you don't do this all that often, because it's really hacky. Geniuses like Burke Breathed got away with it a lot. Bloom County and a few other comic strips, Little Nemo and such, have done it successfully. I don't recommend it. So we have Felicia, Phydeaux, and Dino out of costume with his full long hair. And we're not wearing the bald cap, which he wears when he's acting. What are we doing today? He didn't write a joke for today. So we get the day off? No, our contracts say we appear whether or not he writes anything. So he just has to draw us if he has the time. And the special effect here is all this is going to remain in pencil. I'm going to leave all the guidelines and all the hash marks. And this is done as it is. Now, hopefully, see how flat the lamp is and no two-dimensional. Hopefully the colorist will get in here and decide when to stop coloring. See, Phydeaux's noticing that the litter box here is still penciled, hasn't been inked yet. No, it's sort of like a disease working its way across. See, he hasn't had time to finish drawing this. Now, you guys see that I have plenty of time, and I could have finished it. This is not a shady business here.
No shade needed.
See, when the Established Titles was doing their joke, they said, we're taking advantage of a little-known Scottish law, whereby if anyone owns even a square inch of land in Scotland, they're lords. Yeah, but you're not a member of the peerage. And yes, then you can call yourself Sir Charles Croce of Cobbett Hill Studios. But no, I can call myself King Charles. It doesn't matter. I'm still not a king. You can call yourself anything. I can call myself Phydeaux. As long as it's not in a commission of a crime, not a problem.
True.
Yeah, the hair on this brush is really misbehaving. Right there, it's sticking out.
Misbehave?
The hair, the squirrel pubic hair.
Oh.
This squirrel must have had too much testosterone. You know how toxic that stuff can be, according to James Cameron.
Extremely. Toxic. Has to be flushed away.
Oh, flushed away, you say? Let me get to work.
Oh, is that intermission time?
Let me get to work on flushing away that testosterone. If anything can flush away testosterone, non-alcoholic beer can do it. And thus we have those distinctive Phydeaux word balloons.
With the Phydeaux font.
With the distinctive Phydeaux font. And what makes it the Phydeaux font? Well, you'll see the middle branches of the H and the E, they go up. And it's on a 22.5-degree slant. Why? Because it makes me happy. Also, because the planet Earth is also on a 22.5-inch slant. Maybe there's a connection. That's what makes our seasons. Earth's tilt on its axis. Axis. Boy, I could not get that word out. Axis. Axis. But now this poor shady corporation from Hong Kong is going to have to go out and find another way to get money from stupid people.
No, they can still get money the same way from people who know it's a novelty.
I think they should just run it, sell real estate on Mars or because the whole real estate scam in Scotland didn't work. You know, when I think of great real estate scams, I think of stuff like Whitewater. I think of what's going on in China with Evergreen. I don't think of established titles in Scotland.
Well, then I guess you don't know what a true shady business is.
I don't think it rises to the same crime.
Zoom zoom.
That was a tiny zoom. At least that one was on both wheels.
True.
One last week was trying to pull a wheelie up the street. And you know how the motorcycles go vroom, 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 vroom?
Yeah.
That's how your mother drives a Lark scooter through the supermarket.
I know. I wasn't there to see it.
She's rocking back and forth as she's vroom, vroom, vroom. She knocked over an end cap. Unfortunately, the one of the supermarket employees was right there at the time. He's like, "Okay, I'll take care of it." I guess they're used to old ladies knocking over shit.
In her defense, she'd never been on one before.
And she is 86 going on 87.
She will be 87 very soon. Oh my God, when the hell? Let's see. Oh.
December 17th.
Yep.
I think we almost forgot your mother's birthday.
No, we didn't. It's going to sneak up sooner than I plan for it to.
What are you getting your mommy for her birthday? Don't worry, I'm positive. Like my mommy, your mommy is never, ever, ever gonna watch this, so
Oh, yeah. Well.
you won't be giving away the secret.
I know. I don't know what to get my mother. I really don't know. I'll figure out something. I'm sure there's something she wants or needs. Unlike my mother, who buys me my gifts like 6 months in advance and then forgets about my birthday. I remember it's her birthday, but don't get the gift until. Although I feel like I've gotten her a couple of things, but I don't know what they are. Oh, I bought her a purse.
Oh, okay.
That actually should be coming to our house relatively soon. Remember, she said she wanted something bigger so she could carry more stuff?
Yeah, she mentioned a winter purse.
Yeah.
Her purse currently is in the back seat of my car.
The purses?
Her purse is, yes.
Why?
I forgot to give it to her.
Oh, ow, ooh, I just rolled over my own toes. Ow, 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 ow. That hurt. Well, we'll see her tomorrow anyway.
Take her to another doctor's appointment. Wow, look how this just seemed to have worked out. Remember I pulled Felicia's paw up there higher so she could grab a branch?
Yep.
Well, she's actually grabbing onto the edge of the word balloon.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
That was completely by accident.
Sugar, honey, ice and tea.
What the hell are you doing over there?
I'm trying to throw something away, but
You told me your trash barrel was full. If your trash barrel is full, do not add anything else to it.
But what am I going to do with my trash? I don't.
Well, we've got other trash barrels. We've got one in the kitchen. We've got one in many other rooms.
The one in the bathroom is actually too.
Mm.
I think. Okay. Freaking.
That's the smoke eater on the left. Oh, a good cigar should be able to hold about an inch of ash before falling on my comic strip and causing
What was that?
me just dropping something on the floor.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, that's about.
It's almost like we're not in the same room.
Yeah, that's almost an inch. That's about 7/8.
7/8. Close enough.
And I'm gonna, before it falls itself, I gotta hit the ashtray with this. There we go. Nice and clean. All right, now this is the difficult part. So none of these strips have a date on them. I guess they're running somewhere in the week of the 19th to, oh, Christmas is the week after. Wow. Christmas falls on a Sunday. So will we be broadcasting Phydeaux 23? That's a good question. That's on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Do I get Christmas Day off?
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I haven't decided. I don't even know what we're doing. Usually we go out Christmas Eve to see family. I stay home Christmas Day.
You only stay home Christmas Day because you drop me off somewhere and go back home.
Mm. So Christmas Day, you're probably going to go to your family, and I'll drop you off and come back here, and we'll do the broadcast without her, folks. We don't need chief colorist.
Yeah.
Poor, sad, pathetic cartoonist home all alone on Christmas Day.
Because he doesn't support his wife and her love of her family and such.
I don't feel welcome. Sorry.
All right, let's not get into this.
We're not getting into this. I'm just telling you I don't want to go there. And what's great about being an adult is you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Unless, of course, it's something that the government wants you to do. If you don't do it, they'll murder you. And you have to do it. So, yes, there's always an exception to the rule. As I stated last week, this is the I always had a real live, well, soon to be dead tree for Christmas. But since selling the house and moving into an apartment, it's so much easier to have an artificial
Which we do
tree.
have up, by the way.
Yeah, we've already told them we put the tree up.
Did we?
Yeah,
Was it while I was away?
when discussing how Disney used to be a part of our lives.
Oh yes, that's true.
So much of our tree is dedicated to Disney. We actually used to like Disney.
Yeah, but I'm spelling it out for people, the people who need to be spelled out, like the established title people. I'm spelling out that we put up a tree so that in case people didn't infer it from what we said.
An artificial tree.
An artificial tree. For Christmas. Also known as the Christmas tree.
Thank you, Martha Stewart, for your fine product.
That actually sheds like a Christmas tree.
Yes, Martha Stewart made this tree as real as possible. It actually sheds needles.
Almost as frequently as a real tree would.
Yes. I can watch this artificial tree die before my eyes.
Which is really all you want from a tree, isn't it? You just want to be able to watch it die. According to Phydeaux.
There was a bit on Green Acres where they had the artificial aluminum trees that squirted sap all over the place, and you got a bag of pine needles that you threw on the floor. It's similar to the whole Green Acres bit.
Great. Now that song's in my head. Which half the people,
Programming.
more than half the people. No, the song.
Yes, I know. I programmed Green
Oh, I
Acres.
thought you said
Green
farm
Acres is the
program.
place to be. Farm living is the life for me. I programmed that into your brain.
Yes, you have. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Which half, if not all, of the people watching and listening to this podcast and comments probably have no idea what we're talking about. Because you realize Green Acres is 80 years ago? Oh my God, that's like the.
Really? 80 years ago?
I don't know. When I told
It's closer to 60.
no, I'll bet.
It was the 1960s, 1970s.
Yeah, all right, maybe. Like when I told the woman the other day my mother's birthday, and she was like, "What was that again?"
1935.
And I didn't want to say it because you've already said her name. You've already said almost where she lives.
No, I have not almost said where she lives. I don't even think I've said the name Ina.
You did say the name Ina.
Okay. And you said her birthday was coming up, so they know it's in December.
Yeah, and now they know the date, the year. And you said the
Well,
date.
we've been saying she's 86 years old. I think they can do the
listen
math.
Listen to me, because I want everybody to realize this, because you're gonna, you are funny when it comes to certain things, especially like privacy and whatnot. I said my mother's birthday is coming up, which yes, it means it's coming up in December, which that's okay. You said, oh yeah, on the 17th, and then just now I said,
Guilty.
I told the woman, yeah, and then just now I said I told the woman, my mother's birthday, and she thought it was hysterical, and you're like, yeah, 99. I'm like, honey.
Okay,
Jesus.
now all we have to do is give out the maiden name and
But anyway,
and her social security number is 134.
all right, stop now. Like seriously, stop now. But anyway, the woman thought it was funny because she asked me to repeat it a couple times because she was like, I don't think she could process it. I'm like, yes, that's almost 100 years ago. She probably was born in the 2000s.
But anyone who's seen the old Nick at Night, they've seen Green Acres. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, these people are probably too young to have seen the Nick at Night. You are very unaware of how old you are.
That was back in the days when there was cable television.
I know.
I'm going, what, almost 5 years without.
No.
And I don't even miss
we canceled
broadcast.
It last year,
Oh,
Charles.
well, I'm talking about broadcast.
We canceled it last year.
I haven't watched broadcast television.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that we haven't had it at all.
All right. I think we more or less got the guys pulling the tree.
Hey, did you know today was National Sock Day?
Sock? S-O-C-K?
Yes.
No, I'm not wearing socks.
Blasphemy.
I'm just
How dare you not celebrate the high holiday of National Sock Day?
I'm just in my usual cartoonist garb of slippers, sweatpants, and tattered sweatshirt. I knew this would look good on camera. Just completely frayed sleeves.
The true creative person, the true artiste.
This sweatshirt came from FX. There was a party when the network FX first started. I was working in animation at the time. So the date on it is October 31st, 1994.
Wow.
Way back then.
Almost 30 years ago.
I was a young lad, fresh out of college. And actually, no, I was still in college because I didn't graduate till let's see. No, I graduated in. I don't even know these years anymore.
Well, stop giving out years.
Yeah, my college ring says 93, but I actually graduated in 92. So yeah, it's 2 years out of college. Giving up biographical information so that our fans can track us down. Both of them. No solicitation, and anyone is met at the door with a gun.
Oh,
What?
my cousin just sent me Christmas photo of the kids.
Okay. She's baby crazy. You know how women get? They need a little bit of testosterone in them.
It's not baby crazy. It's called loving the little kids in your life.
I have never held a baby in my life. I don't want to take the responsibility. Too many of my cousins have, had children, and they ask me to hold the kid. It's like, if I drop this child, I'm going to hear about it for the rest of my life, not the rest of their lives. No, I'm not taking that chance. No, I'm likely to pick it up, not support its neck properly, and snap.
Jesus, honey. Well, these aren't babies. So they're not pick-upable, really.
Not pick-upable. That's good. They're at Disney grooming age.
Oh, don't do that. Ugh.
Well, part of the reason why they're having trouble with the Reedy Creek district is because they've decided they want to teach sex to children, kindergartners. Not a good look, Disney. Not a good look. Leave the kids alone. So, I guess they can officially say Strange World is a flop.
Which I hadn't even heard about until we started seeing it on YouTube videos.
I saw some of the stuff about it, and
Did you?
yeah, and it didn't look like it was in my ballywick anyway, so I obviously wasn't planning on seeing it, and I knew it was just going to be some Disney Plus thing, and I'm never, ever, ever going to get Disney Plus. Disney Plus is sort of at the stage now where I won't take it for free. They'd have to pay me to watch it. And I'm thinking about, I can be bought very cheaply, which any advertisers will learn soon enough. But how much would Disney Plus have to pay me? And the thing be, how much of it would I have to watch? Because after you get by The Mandalorian and maybe some of the old Marvel movies, you don't want to touch any of the new stuff. You don't want to touch any new product, really, that Disney's put out in the past couple of years. You have to go into the vault for some of the older stuff. I mean, well, what else is there to watch on Disney Plus? I'm not going to watch Fantasia. I'm not going to watch any of the old Goofy or Mickey Mouse shorts. I just don't care for them. Mickey Mouse is the worst cartoon character in the world. What is there to watch on Disney Plus? What hubris they have to think that they have enough product for an entire friggin' network. Even after all the purchases they've done, Fox, Lucasfilm, they bought the Muppets, they got Winnie the Pooh, they still don't have enough to fill a whole network.
That's okay. They don't have enough people watching it, so it doesn't matter.
And their stupid Star Wars hotel they can't book it. I mean, Disney, how many more losses can you take?
Probably more than you would guess, because it seems like they don't want to stop taking losses. So
They're asking for it.
Yeah.
I see a bankruptcy in their future. I know that's a controversial subject, but they spent too much. They're in massive debt, so they have incredible bills to pay. And they're not only alienating their clientele, they're making their clientele dislike them, actively dislike them, and root for their failure. I remember when Disney was first having its original problems years and years ago. I felt bad for Disney and said, "Oh, this is horrible. I hope they do well." Now I'm rooting for their failure.
Oh no.
That is how much damage they've done to their own product.
Not good, Disney.
We went there for our honeymoon.
Yes, we did. We went there just as a vacation.
And we went there beforehand. Yeah, so that was our second trip. Stayed at the Villas of Grand Cypress. Really nice place.
Beautiful.
For our honeymoon, she's has relatives who had
Charles.
a condo on the beach, so we stayed there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But then we ended up at Villas anyway. You were about to attack me for oversharing. Do they still have that condo?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think they've been down there in a while, so I'm guessing probably not.
Yeah. No, I was up in a sort of big skyscraper overlooking the ocean.
Mm.
In the Villas of Grand Cypress is better. This coming from a person who has grown up with a ocean view. It's ocean views are just too boring for me.
Yeah. Sure, now I have green acres in my head and trying to think of what to buy my mother for Christmas. Oh no, I just said I got her.
You got a purse.
What is this?
We used to always get a Christmas tree that had like one bad side. I guess that was the side that laid on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the side you turn to the wall. There'd always be like a bird's nest in it. We actually went out to a forest one year to murder a tree.
Oh no!
It was myself, my sister, my middle sister, not the one you know.
What?
My middle sister, the one that lives in Florida.
Did you say I don't know her?
Well, you hardly know her. You really know the other one. You hardly know this one.
But I know her, so
Yeah.
I don't know her. That was a weird statement on your part.
Mm.
But anyway.
Freezing day. I have a handsaw. We trudge a couple miles in I'm not going to say knee deep snow, but it might as well. But knee deep snow. Found a likely tree, and I'm down on my hands and knees trying to saw it. Me and my father, my mother, and middle sister are sitting there, freezing their butts off, saying this is the stupidest thing they've ever done in their lives. We dragged that tree home, and we watched it die. It just as we were stringing lights on it, the thing was just turning brown and wilting and leave, and just all at once. Like it was like it was like the tree sneezed, and all the needles are all over the floor.
Do you remember the year our poor maintenance guy took our tree out? And he ended up having to go and get gloves because it was like a thorn tree.
Yes, we had one live tree here, and the thing, it was like a thorn bush.
It was tiny tree. It was very small tree.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we had it up on the windowsill. It was about 4 feet tall.
The stupid thing could cut you. It was out to cut you.
That stupid thing was out to kill you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! I think that's part of the reason why we got.
You know, I was still finding needles from that tree like the year later.
I know you were. I know. They would pop up when you least expected. But I'd almost forgotten about that. For some reason, that just came into my mind now.
No, maintenance guy
was the guy.
Yeah, he was nice. I guess he was nice enough to take it away from us. I think they've got new trash rules now where they probably won't take a tree away from you. Just as well.
I think just the opposite. I think they'll like make you give it to them rather than having you put it down the chute
and clog the garbage chute. Well, I didn't see the new rule sheet. Apparently, they're cracking down on garbage.
Well, they keep having things stuck in there, I guess. Although you'd never know it to see sometimes our hallways, like they don't make it.
The trash chutes are one of the magical things of a building like this. You could just it's a black hole that you toss your trash down, and once the door never to be seen again once the door closes. My mom came to visit and saw that. She loved it. That's.
I know. I swear to God, I think your mother would walk out there for everything.
She was looking for stuff to toss down that chute.
Yeah.
My mother loves throwing stuff away.
Seriously, I can see her like blowing her nose and then walking out in the hallway.
Going into the little room, opening the door, throwing it away.
Which I have no problem with. I think that's great.
Why is it that my nose only fills on camera?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a little less sniffly than I've been in past live streams, but still.
Cheers.
What? Oh, cheers. I don't know what you said. Did you do an intermission?
No.
I didn't think so.
Probably should.
Well, it's up to you, obviously. But I just looked at the time. It is 1:35.
Is it?
It is. Time flies when you're having fun.
I gotta really dry brush that one.
Sounds painful.
There you go. Maybe that's readable. I shall be right back.
Intermission.
Pick up some of the stuff off the floor.
No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What? No, just stretch.
Oh, okay.
I think I've been sitting too long.
Oh, no. Get up and get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, folks, let's see. We have a few people in the chat. Hello to everybody. Hello to the Phydeaux fans. And have you done all your Christmas shopping yet? Have you started it? Are you done? I don't really have that much, but I think I might be done shortly. I just have to figure out in my brain what I've already got and what I still need. So I'm sure Charles is loving this commentary.
Don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. Anyway, I'm going to have to start preparing these interludes so that I don't just randomly say things off the top of my head and make myself sound silly. Too late.
So while that, what?
I thought you were.
Nope, you can't have it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So while that athletic beer was yummy and delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Not something that you can have more than a couple.
A couple, you say?
Yes, well, we've had 2 athletic
Oh,
beers
okay.
during the thing. Now we're going back to the Budweiser equivalent of non-alcoholic beer, Penn's Best. A very light ale that you can drink hundreds of without getting that taste in the back of your throat.
Ah.
Actually, it's the side of your cheeks where this thing hits
I've never gotten into beer. I'll drink some of it and some of the craft beers, but not my go-to.
you. You're going to drink it just for the taste of it.
Okay, if you tell me to. Sure.
Now, see, this looks more like the Cat Boss Ale.
Ew.
The famous Cat Boss Ale, which is next on our list. Put that aside.
Ew.
But yeah, you got to swap up your beers every once in a while. You can't just drink the same thing all the time.
Of course not.
It's like, it's like having the same woman all the time. You got to swap things up.
Yeah.
There goes that toxic testosterone again. I didn't mean to say that. That was the testosterone saying that.
Mm-hmm. No, that was you.
All right. And yeah, I guess Felicia's grabbing onto the word balloon. I meant her to be grabbing onto this piece of here, this branch here, but
So have you mentioned yet that I am 100% caught up? And
well,
if you showed my table, you would see that there was nothing here to color.
That's-
I have colored
that's sort of the new norm that we're getting into.
I know.
Since I'm doing the broadcast like this, I leave. See, in the old days, I did things more of an assembly line process. Less of an assembly line process. So we'd have things being finished in different orders. Now everything comes to her at once, and she can attack it all at once. And just about everything you see here on this desk will be finished by tomorrow, and she'll get it by Tuesday morning, and she's done by Thursday. Typically, yeah.
Although this is a busy week.
If I think of it,
Mm-hmm.
I've still got the stuff we've got to record after this broadcast to go through. Maybe we'll go through and criticize some of the colorists' work.
Maybe we should stop doing that. And have a colorist.
What I like is the particular, well, the one that we're saving for the first snowfall. She's got a sun that moves around the sky.
No, it doesn't. You move from different angles.
I will show you where it's peeking out from behind the building in one frame,
Yes,
and then
because you twisted.
and then on the completely other side of the of them on another frame. I see what you were trying to do, but you didn't do it. Meh.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
That was a yawn.
I know.
She says-
Sorry.
She says, "Oh my goodness," in a yawn. If she drops something on the floor, she screams like
I
at
don't
it. As if making
All
that
right,
little
stop.
making that little gasp is going to make sure it doesn't break or
Just because I have human emotion.
you're lacking testosterone.
And you're laughing.
Well, you don't want any of that stuff. I hear it's toxic. My
That's right.
God. I didn't think I'd ever say this about James Cameron, but what a fucking moron.
Oh my, what do you really think? Just forget about him though. Like, why doesn't he like you?
Oh, well, yeah, everyone is going to forget
No,
about
I
him.
mean you. I'm specifically saying you right now.
I really don't think this Avatar thing is going to work out for him.
I'm not even sure it would have worked out for him 20 years ago. Never mind
Well,
now.
having seen the original Avatar, it was also too long. Yeah, okay. It looked okay, but the story sucked. The world wasn't really anything all that spectacular anyway. It's not the sort of place that I would want to live in. Generally, when you create a fantasy, it's the sort of place that you don't want to leave because you want to live in that world. And I absolutely did not want to live in this goddamn world. So it wasn't good fantasy.
So you didn't want to hook your tail up to a horse and also hook your tail up for sex?
No, I didn't want to hook my tail up. I think good fantasy is a world in which you want to live in. That's the difference between, say, like science fiction and science fantasy. Star Trek was science fiction. Star Wars was science fantasy. And you generally want to live in a fantasy world. You don't want to live in a fictional world. You know, like who doesn't want to have a lightsaber? Who doesn't want to be able to use the Force? But then again, who wants to have to worry about a Klingon killing you or a Nausicaan shoving a blade up your ass, up your back when you're losing a bar fight?
I think I missed that.
That's what happened to
No,
Picard.
I know, but you said all these ASQ first.
Yeah, in your back when you're. So if lack of toxic testosterone makes you make worlds like Avatar.
No, he has it. He's trying to flush it out.
Oh, okay. All right, well, whatever, James. I guess the Terminator was full of too much toxic testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
As a guy, I have to tell you that, well, testosterone is kind of fun.
Oh, is it now?
Well, it's something a woman would never understand.
No.
It's a feeling of power, of strength, of it's arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's arrogance with the feeling that you can back up that goddamn arrogance.
Isn't that not arrogance then? If you actually.
Well, no.
It's just pride.
You feel like you can back up. You oftentimes can't.
Oh, all right.
But I guess toxic testosterone is a feeling of walking into a room and seeing a woman and thinking that you could actually have that woman. In reality, you probably can't. There's no way in hell. But in the end, we're all just monkeys whose primary purpose on this planet is to spread their genetic tissue around. And that's why men were equipped with testosterone. I mean, James Cameron is, in the end, making a movie so that he can get laid.
Is that all you men think about?
Just about. So I think James was just trying to placate Hollywood with that statement.
They must all have like new speechwriters and new publicity people.
No, I think he wrote that himself.
Oh, you think you were that?
Yeah.
All right. Got me there.
The day in which they stopped making films in Hollywood, they closed down California, can't come soon enough. And of course, everyone will have the nostalgia of the great old days when Hollywood made films. But seriously, they got it coming. And it's this social engineering that's going to do it to them. There will be blowback.
Anybody else that taken down with them?
What really kind of stinks is like whenever any country on this planet wants to attack my country, they do so by accurately describing Hollywood.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're absolutely 100% right. But that's not what America is. That's not what America is.
America.
This is America.
America.
One word.
I know, America.
America. America.
America.
And I understand that I'm behind enemy lines here. I'm on the East Coast, and generally, any opinion I possess is alien to what they claim is possessed by most people out there. I'm still telling you, we got 40% voter fraud. And I've never met anyone who I've met one socialist, avowed socialist,
Okay.
since I've been here. Nice guy, and and he's good enough that you can joke around with him. I can tell him, haven't you learned the lesson of the 20th century? How did you get out of the 20th century without learning its basic lesson? What's that? Socialism doesn't work.
The old Boston Library was communist.
But what I was originally going to say is I've never met anyone who's voted for anyone who's been in our congressional delegation.
Really? Okay.
Now, maybe there are some people out there who have voted for anyone. I think you have family members who might have been Liz Warren supporters.
Well, they worked on her campaign, so my guess is they are.
Yeah. So, but beyond that, but I think they were just idealists, and they maybe have woken up by now.
My keyboard is messy. I know these are things everybody wants to know. So I want to share, all of the information with you all.
You're just looking for something to say.
No, actually, I'm surprised at how messy my keyboard is.
So we have beer taps here. That's Guinness. That's probably Blue Moon. And we have Cat Boss Ale, which is a cat's paw.
Ah, clever.
The greatest job in the world, ladies and gentlemen. You get to witness it occurring. And you don't even need that much testosterone to do it.
Just the right amount.
All right. There goes that. Sniffle again.
We're never going to lose the sniffle.
It must be COVID. Oh, no.
We still have a couple of expired tests if you want to make sure.
I'm a COVID virgin still.
I wish you'd stop saying that. It's almost like you're tempting the gods.
Well, thanks to COVID, we didn't have Thanksgiving. Well, I did. You went to your family.
I did.
Yeah, you went to your family. My oldest sister, who will never watch this, so I can talk about her all I want, had COVID.
And your mother.
And, yep. My mother's up her ass all the time. She got COVID.
Oh, jeez. Well, they live in the same house, honey, so that's understandable.
Mom always liked you best. Thank God.
Your aunt didn't get sick, which is good, because your aunt would have probably been terribly sick. So I'm glad she never caught it.
think I stated this earlier. I'm like Jesse Eisenberg from Zombieland. The reason why he didn't get infected with the zombie virus is because he was a nerd who stayed inside all the time.
Mhm. Until he met Amber Heard and all hell broke loose. See, you know?
Yeah, apparently Amber Heard has fled to Spain. And she's on like the Spanish version of Vogue. But as someone on the internet has pointed out, the photos they're using are from many years ago.
Many years ago.
And I'm wondering why Spanish Vogue didn't do a new photo shoot.
She must have been too busy with her daughter.
Is she still claiming that?
She has a kid. I don't think she's been renting a kid, but I don't know how much she spends. I don't know how much time she spends with her child.
The internet rumor is that's a rent-a-kid.
Rental children. Like she's rented different children in different places.
Yeah. Yeah, that is bizarre. And she apparently just won't let the Johnny Depp thing go.
Like she's appealed it, I believe.
Oh, now that I think of it. According to Margot Robbie, the Pirates of the Caribbean female version might not be dead.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
I thought she was the one who declared it dead.
Yeah, well, that latest internet rumor.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, Disney, you have a guaranteed hit here if you do it right. Now, let me tell you how to do it right. It's got to be rated R.
Testosterone.
Hire a director with too much testosterone. A bunch of sexy women in scantily clad sexy women. You can't go wrong. And in fact, historically, one female pirate did go topless all the time. So you got precedents to cover your ass.
And Miss Robbie did play Harley Quinn, so it's not like she's against the sexy outfits.
But here's the thing. They're afraid to sexualize these women anymore. So where Margot Robbie's career has suffered, it's because, well, they're putting too much clothing on her.
Did you see Harley Quinn? No.
Yes, I did. They had a dress in a full neck to ankle bodysuit in the last film. She was covered up more than a Mormon in that last film.
I think you're wrong.
Go look it up.
I would play it too, because I think you're definitely wrong on that one.
The fabulous redemption of Harley Quinn, whatever they subtitled that thing.
Birds of Prey. Yeah, I don't know which movie you were watching.
Let me see that. See if you got the right one.
I said Harley Quinn Birds of Prey outfit.
Not what she was wearing. That's what she was wearing right there. They had her covered from neck to ankle. But there's no chance in the world you're ever going to see Harley Quinn's, Margot Robbie's.
Okay, here she is in short shorts when she was getting tortured, and short shorts, a bra, and suspenders. She wore that for some of it. She had the yellow thing on. Anyway. If you're going to make your arguments, you should do more research.
Topless, scantily clad pirate girls. Yeah, like Disney's ever gonna. That's your problem, Disney. It's your brand. How can you be a family, clean cut company and simultaneously push the agenda, the message? You might as, if you're going to push the message, you might as well go full R. Make the money. One of these things is not like the other.
Did you shut one of the windows? Because the outside noise appears to be.
No, the window's open. It's a quiet day on the city.
In the city.
Fabulous, famous Cobbett Hill Studios.
Makers is the place to be.
Hey, we don't have a copyright. We don't have the copyright of that song. They'll strike us. Oh, looks like Phydeaux doesn't really have any lines in this one, but at least he's at the bar.
Isn't it his strip?
He's the star. And cat boss down below. Will you excuse me? I have to go to the restroom. I think restroom is a funnier word for him to say rather than bathroom.
Bathroom.
Will you excuse me? I have to go to the bathroom. No,
To the little boy's room.
there's no bathroom. I have to go to the little boy's room, but I'm not a little boy. I'm a little cat.
Pardon me, I have to go to the little box.
I have to go to the little, yes. But no. The litter box jokes appeared too much in the original writing of the cat boss buying the bar. And I don't want to do that.
No, I know, but I'm just.
I decided I didn't want to use that sort of humor. Bad enough I'm using this. Yeah, this brush continues to split lines, but I don't think I mind it, especially when he's moving it. It sort of adds like an action line. See on the tail? See, I don't think the camera picks that up.
He's in motion. He's moving along. He's chugging along. Getting things done.
Okay, enough of that. You sound like you have too much testosterone in you. You know, that stuff is toxic.
Oh, my computer crashed. Not enough memory.
It forgot.
I was just going to say, it needs to forget some things. You know that there's some things on here you want to forget, just forget them.
It's going to well, you're going to need years of therapy for that.
I know. So if people see me go out of the chat, not intentional, trying to keep it open here. Yeah. God, that Bostonian accent just sneaks up on me sometimes. I know I always have it, but when I actually hear it, it throws me off.
We don't have accents. Everyone else out there does.
Yeah, okay.
We talk like we're supposed to.
Yeah, okay. My professional speaking voice is pretty much gone.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Classic cat clinic.
I wouldn't have been able to work for them. I fully admit that. There's no way in God's green earth I would have been able to work at a reception desk for them. Or anything for them, because I'd never be able to talk about it. Nikki, where do you work? I work at Classic Cat Clinic. How long have you been there? I've been there for 15 years. What's the name again? Don't make me do it again.
I don't think they're in business anymore.
And what makes you say that?
Well, we tried to look it up to find the address because we wanted. We found this place originally just on a particular road trip by complete accident.
Complete accident, yeah. And we wanted to see where it actually was.
So we could have a nostalgia road trip to drive by it again. But
That was a while ago.
yeah, unable to find it.
Yeah.
It was a veterinary.
No, it was a cat clinic.
Yeah, a classic cat clinic, as it were. I think we were on our way to Six Flags.
I think it was a Six Flags ride, yeah. Oh, no.
What?
I guess we didn't do our due diligence when we looked it up. Because it just came up.
Ah, it's still there.
And it was not on the
Free advertisement for a classic cat clinic. If you have your cat and it's classic, well, this is a clinic for it.
Huh, okay. What the hell? Wait a minute. There's two different addresses here. It's a chain. No, I'm just kidding.
We need to do a road trip. We don't go into the classic cat clinic. We don't own a cat. We've never owned a cat. Well, I owned a cat many years ago when I was living with someone else. But
you lived with somebody else?
I lived in sin with a woman.
Oh, you lived in sin with me.
I blame the testosterone. It's very toxic, you know.
Well, we lived in sin for about a year.
Well, yeah,
Not
but
quite.
I was used to living in sin with women by then.
That was the first time I had ever lived in sin.
Yes, I made you into a what's that word? Broken woman?
No.
What's that word?
Nothing.
Ruined
It's
woman.
nothing.
Ruined woman. Yes.
No, according to this, it says Plymouth, Mass.
Yeah.
But then the other thing I said in the actual map here is from Milford, New Hampshire, which means we were actually went past it when we were going to the drive-in theater.
Ah.
But that doesn't sound right, though. Because why wouldn't we have seen it several times if it was the drive-in theater?
Don't know. Boy, remember when we used to go to movies?
We used to go to the drive-in theater, which was actually kind of nice. I liked it. The last one we saw there, oh shoot, I just had it in my head and now it's completely gone.
I thought it was the Avengers.
The Avengers? The original Avengers?
Yeah.
No.
What was it?
I don't know. I will think of it. Give me a second. I can see the credits rolling. And no.
Was it one of those Godzilla films? No.
No, it was oh sugar.
Okay, we're really fascinating the audience with our.
Well, I left. So you have to make that.
Yeah. So, to add to the internet rumors, and we'll also do this on our current watch for revolutions. Apparently, Vladimir Putin fell down a flight of stairs at his dacha and pooped himself. Now, I don't believe a word of it. I'm going to state up front that I don't think it happened at all because it's just too easy to call him Vladimir pooping. So, no, I don't believe it.
Well, let that story go. It's dead now.
But Scott Adams made the observation that he thought that the first world leader who would poop his pants would be Biden. Vladimir pooping. Well, he is an asshole. Not just because he wants to murder his neighbors so he can steal his neighbor's stuff, but he's an asshole in general. I think I'd have to say Russia's not going to win this war. Even if Russia uses every nuclear weapon in their arsenal, they're still not going to win this war. All right, that one's all done. Well, I mean, the characters are done. Still have to do the background. And now for the one we've all been waiting for. The cartoonist's opportunity to show his testosterone. How sad that I take every opportunity I can to objectify a woman, even if it's a cartoon character. See, your hair is wet, so it flows down more. I'm going to do little droplets of water in it. I'm going to hopefully read as water. So, Chief Colors, do you think Vladimir Putin fell down a flight of stairs?
I don't know. I don't know that the people who would have known that he fell down a flight of stairs would have come forward to say he fell down a flight of stairs.
Yes, that's another good point.
So,
That's another good point.
yeah.
News blackout would be such that we would never know that.
Right.
So it doesn't pass the stink test in so many ways.
Right. So I kind of feel like
Someone put out there to try to embarrass and insult a real asshole. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I call Vladimir Putin an asshole?
no.
Well, maybe if he stopped murdering his neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, Vlad, in the treaty, you evacuate all of Ukraine, stop killing people. We'll let you have all the washing machines you want. And hey, we'll even throw in a tugboat for that aircraft carrier of yours. You can keep the rest of your Navy, what's left of them.
Whoa.
See, she did it again. Did whoa actually do anything to stop whatever you were dropping?
I'm having a human moment. Did you bringing it up do anything to you?
So Vlad, you can keep the Navy, what's left of it. We'll even throw in a free tugboat for your aircraft carrier.
We're so good. It's like a prize
And
with every purchase.
yes, you'll get a couple of washing machines, and we'll throw in some fabric some fabric softener. Because why do they want to steal washing machines?
Apparently, they must not have washing machines where they are. Or they must not have good washing machines where they are. I don't know, Charles. These are questions I don't know the answer to. Constantly, don't you know?
I'm going to say they steal washing machines because Ukraine itself is so poor, they don't have anything else worth stealing.
Oh, well, okay.
It's not like they have plasma screen TVs, or actually, plasma screen TVs still exist. It's not like they have. It's not like they have PlayStation 5s, and I'm pretty sure they have computers because just about everybody on the internet is from Ukraine these days, or at least they claim to be from Ukraine these days. Maybe there's some computer inside the washing machines that they can use for their cruise missiles and fix their tanks. They need solenoid valves. There are like a lot of weird little niches that like only America does because no one else in the world wants to waste their time doing it. Like elevators and escalators. If you have an escalator or an elevator, it's the Americans who build and repair those things. It's just one of those strange little niches that I guess it's very easy for some Asian country or someone to get into it. It's just never been worth their while. That was there was a Iraqi commentator who was stating that was the weirdest thing the worst thing that hit them when the sanctions hit from America was that the escalators couldn't get fixed.
That's weird.
So I'm still trying to figure out the Russian obsession with washing machines. Maybe with the sanctions, they can't get washing machines anymore. We know they can't get airbags for the cars because the new car formerly belonging to Fiat that they're making doesn't have anti-lock brakes, doesn't have airbags.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Well, they can't get the components.
I know, but
Just about anything that has to do with a microchip. Might as well, Russia's back in the 50s. It's not a great country.
okay.
Coming from an arrogant country such as myself, such as my own country, I can say that. Because, well, I'm arrogant. And it's becoming increasingly obvious that Vlad just never imagined the blowback from this invasion. I mean, he left a third of his money for us to seize. Never dreamed this would go so wrong, so bad on him.
Oh God, no! We never expected all this.
I think I stated several weeks ago, I think there's only ends in one way.
I know, but you always say
That's a very bad way that we don't want to say on YouTube. Another great YouTuber I want to give a credit to, Perun. He does more or less a PowerPoint presentation. He's a pretty good military analyst and economic guy. He looks at things from the economic side. His greatest bit was when he described Russian corruption. But his most recent one, he's going over the economics of a winter war. And while the Russians are no stranger to winter, in fact, they think winter is their ally, I don't think it's going to be their ally this time around. You've sent out a bunch of conscripts out there, and you really haven't trained them to deal with what they're going to have to deal with. Well, if you had a corps of sergeants, non-commissioned officers, Russia, maybe the sergeants could
help you out there.
But no, you don't need sergeants. Disney doesn't need to pay a dividend, and Russia doesn't need sergeants. Now, you might think those are two completely unrelated topics.
But Phydeaux, aka Charles, is about to explain to you why they aren't.
Probably not.
I was just gonna say, or not.
Yeah, I'm just a cartoonist who watches too much YouTube.
No, there's never too much YouTube, especially when you're watching part of the construct.
Or visiting its website.
Which is?
Well, I get it right up here on this card.
Oh, partofthecomicsstrip.com, you said?
Mm-hmm. So I think I should get drawing the nearly clothless women out of my system, because if I have want to get this thing syndicated. They're not going to allow that. I think, yeah, in this one, I actually use the word piss. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that
I
word.
don't think that will work well.
Yeah.
It should work well.
I don't think that word passes censorship.
No.
And I have no problem with censorship. I'm a whore in that regard. So have we come up with the amount of money Disney would have to pay us in order to watch Disney Plus?
Uh,
How much do they want for a subscription? Like $9.99 a month?
oh, I don't even know. I thought it went up from that, but I could be wrong.
I don't think $9.99 a month is enough.
Oh, God, no. And we'd have to make money, not just because we'd have to essentially, it would have to be a free subscription in addition to whatever money. So you know.
Okay, $100 a month would
Okay, lady. No. Oh, Claire says it's only $7.99 a month.
still overpriced.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they want $7.99 a month for something that we wouldn't watch if they paid us $100 a month.
That's a little, I think that's less than I thought it was. But, oh, increasing to $110 per year in December 2022.
Okay, $110 a month.
No, oh,
They'd have to pay us.
the ad-free version is $10.99. That's a good question. If you had, oh, actually, we did it with Hulu. I was gonna say, if you had the choice to pay a little bit less and have no ads, or just pay a reasonable amount. I mean, pay a little bit more and have no ads, or pay a little bit less and have ads.
I don't mind ads.
I don't mind ads either. I would be fine with.
And-
I'm fine with that.
In fact, I'm actually becoming increasingly fascinated with ads.
I know you said that earlier.
I haven't seen them in such a long time. It's like all these companies are now trying to social engineer. We want the world, well, we want our ads to represent the real world as seen in the Los Angeles zip code.
Yeah. The world of 90210. Although that was Beverly Hills. But still. Ow. Sorry.
It's like this forced diversity, like particularly in the Hobbit Rings of Power show. The hobbits are an isolated community.
They're not hobbits.
Oh, Harfoots. But still, even worse.
I know.
They're an isolated community. They would not be cosmopolitan like that. But it's unthinkable that you want to try to get one of every race in there. It just adds to the phoniness of it. This is fantasy. It's supposed to be a world you want to visit. All right, so far so good. Instead, there's just racial division. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, I think I should have given Dino more of a head here, but his eyes were perking up, so yeah, his eyes got so large his head shrunk, popped out of his brain.
Sometimes that happens.
Well. Not everyone can have as happy a job as us. Some people have to make films. Poor people. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, looks like we got something from Walmart too.
You sure that's not your mother? Yeah.
Well, it's for my mother, but it came here.
Oh, okay. Last I checked, I thought you just had stuff going to your mother.
Well, we have something downstairs.
That's from Amazon.
Yeah. And then now we have something from Walmart.
That's just a Christmas gift, probably, downstairs.
And Amazon?
Mm.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be a Christmas present for somebody who's gonna go pick it up.
For me?
Maybe.
It could be something special just for me.
It could be. It's entirely possible.
Well, geez, now we got to cut this broadcast short because I've got to go down and get my Christmas gift. Anyway, try our new Cat Boss Ale.
Ew, don't.
Looks just like that.
Ew, don't. That does look bad. But anyway, I mean, it looks yummy.
I'm
It's
gonna.
tasty.
I have preached.
Otherwise, they give us a endorsement.
I have preached too much today about Disney and toxic masculinity and testosterone. It's time to put the jar back on the inkwell. As much like testosterone, if you spill that all over the place, you just make a mess.
Ew. All of those words were wrong.
Thank you for joining us. Signing out.
Bye.
Yeah, I knew you'd want to say something.